Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I will play Giratina Lead with Dialga and Snorlax in the back, which is my favorite team to use in Masters League. I have used this team in my last 50 games and won 33 of them. The movesets I use are Mud Slap with Super Power and Rock Wrecker on Giratina, and Dragon Breath with Draco Meteor and Iron Head on Dialga, and Lick with Earthquake and Body Slam on Snorlax. So the first game is up against Master Soakin, and he leads with Giratina. So I use one Mud Slap just so that I don't lose any turns of fast moves before switching into Dialga. And he switches into Togekiss, so this is a great position for me. Either I win the switch advantage or he will have to use both of his shields. And I'm not using a shield here because I expected the Aerial Ace or the Ancient Power. So now I'm in a great spot with two shields, and he used both of his shields, so I will just fire off a Rock Wrecker, and this will easily KO. And now the Giratina comes back in and I switch to Snorlax to hopefully catch a charge move, but I didn't. But it's still entirely okay, since Snorlax beats Dialga when he has the shield advantage. So there's no need for me to throw the Body Slam here, because I know that the Dialga won't reach a second Iron Head. And then I shield this just to be sure if it could have been a Dragon Pulse, but it wasn't. So that's how I play against Giratina Lead. I just always switch into Dialga to hopefully catch the Giratina with the Snorlax later in the game. So my next opponent is Arc Aerodactyl, and he leads with Togekiss against my Rhyperior. So my Mud Slaps are not doing that much damage. But the way I play this is I use exactly 12 Mud Slaps, and then I bait with a Super Power, and then I fire off my Rock Wrecker. So it's important to not use the Super Power too early, because then you will be debuffed and might not be able to reach the Rock Wrecker. But this time it worked out and they took the bait and not the real attack, so I'm in a great position. Wasted all of the energy on that Togekiss. And this is the moment when I realized that I haven't set my Dialga as a buddy, even though it's best buddy. So now I heavily lose this fight against the other Dialga, because it's a best buddy and there is a very important bulk point for Dragon Breath. And he sends in Kyogre, which means that this is a very even game. And he fires off his Surf directly after 5 waterfalls, which is a mistake, because then I have no reason to shield. He could have baited just by doing a few more. So now it becomes a race to whether I can fire off my Body Slam before he can farm me down with Dragon Breath. And I'm lucky that I reach it. And it's enough to KO the Dialga. And now it's the third game, and I have my Dialga set as best buddy, and I go up against Steven. And this is the Giratina Origin lead again, so I switch into my Dialga, and I'm definitely going to commit the shield here, because I need my Dialga to be at full health to gain switch advantage. And this is to lock his Giratina Origin against my Snorlax later in the game. And here you can really see how much of a difference it makes if you have a best buddy Dialga against a non-best buddy Dialga, because he commits both of his shields and I only commit one, and I still win the matchup. So this is an amazing spot for me. So now I can have my Snorlax against his Giratina Origin, and I'm ready to switch in whenever he switches. And he's not going to use his energy here because he needs the energy to hurt my Snorlax, but it's okay. Even a Surf here wouldn't save him. And he was not at a Blizzard yet. Next up is a game against random J13, and he leads Kyogre into my Rhyperior, so I really need to get out of there as soon as possible. And he blind switches into Togekiss, which is great for me since Snorlax beats Togekiss as long as you have good timing on your body slams. So you should always do your charge move on the turn before they do a fast move. So you use the body slam 2 turns after they've done a charm, and you should be fine in this matchup. But they actually commits both of their shields now, which is also great for me. So in this situation, Rhyperior is pretty much useless since I don't have switch advantage. So my chance is to farm down this Togekiss with Mud Slaps and then use a Rock Wrecker on Kyogre just to get some value from Rhyperior. And then I'm fairly safe since Dialga with a shield advantage beats everything. That's pretty interesting actually, that in the 1-0 shield scenario, Dialga with Draco Meteor beats everything except for Steelix in Masters League. So that's how I counter the Kyogre lead. In my last game I face off against Letoz, and it's a mirror lead, and here I just double up on my charge move to win the mirror without having to think about CMP. And doubling up charge moves, I will probably make a video about that later, but it's just you make 10 Mud Slaps and then back-to-back superpowers, and he's not even at his second superpower yet. And he does not want to commit both of his shields. But now I'm in trouble since it's a Mewtwo. So I'm in a really bad situation, because a Mewtwo with energy advantage is just devastating. So what I do here is I shield the first one, which is the Focus Blast, so that's great for me. And then I try to catch the Psy Strike, which I expected but didn't come. So now I'm in a big disadvantage. I try to farm this Giratina down so that I can throw 2 charge moves, but I realized that he's going to reach a second Shadow Ball without any problem. So now I just have to hope that I can reach 2 Body Slams before he reaches the Focus Blast, but he's already at it, so this is over now. So it was very close to being a 5-0 run, but yeah, you can't win all the time. I had 2 5-0 runs yesterday, but I thought that this 4-1 run was more interesting because I used more different techniques, and the games were more interesting overall, so that's why I chose this run for the video. So thanks for watching.